What's up, Godzilla fans? Samson West here, and I am doing my first video for the beginning of 2019. It's January 1st, 2019, so I figured I would do a year in review for 2018. Here's everything I got for the year of 2018. A lot of different variety, a lot of different stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about it. And I want to give credit where credit is due to the people that helped me get all these amazing figures. So I'm going to start in chronological order. I couldn't find a pen and paper because that's too caveman-like, so I just used my old iPhone to write everything down in my notes. So, all right. The first figure that I got at the beginning of 2018, back in January, early January of 2018, is this little guy right here, the Marmot Megalon Minya set. Marmot Megalon sets, Parababy, 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 whatever you want to call them. They're awesome little Marmot sets where it comes with a main figure, and then if you're lucky, you can get the little extra figure that it comes with, or the little extra accessory piece. So luckily, I was able to get this off of eBay for a good price. I don't remember how much I got it for. I could probably check my phone, but I'm recording with it, so can't do that. But it came with the awesome little scientific tower, the science observatory place, spot, whatever you want to call it, that, you know, the scientists were trying to figure out how to control the weather on the island. Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie in so long, I forgot what the name of the island was. Was it Odo Island? Was that the right one? Sorry, can't remember. Solgale Island. So, got this one first. Alright, and next up, in kind of late January of 2018, I got the Parababy Godzilla 1964 with the little electric tower, which this is the original release. And I try to get all the original releases. There are different paint variants for most of the Parababy sets. I like to be an elitist and get all the original release sets. And I want the complete set. I don't want just the main figure. I want the little accessory because it's cool. So thanks to James Osborne over at Vinyl Kaiju Legion, he sold this guy to me, again, for a good price, and I want to thank you, James, for that, because this is cool. It's one of the best Godzilla suits out there, so to have it in this little awesome, slightly like deformed look, it's really cool. And I love these figures because of the cool stylized colors and their little accessories. They're like X Plus figures, except they're miniature and like kind of retro, and they come with cool accessories. So, James, thank you for that. Now, again, eBay with these two guys, the two Godzilla heads, which I got April the 1st, April Fool's Day. I got these two little Godzilla heads by Trendmasters. These are those little Microman set heads, which, you know, you can actually open them up. They actually open up, and usually inside of them you have a little like miniature city setup or something. This is, the inside of this one's a little aqua setup, little marine underwater setup. And what I was planning on doing with these little guys, I don't know, you know, I always kind of want to have like feature Godzilla stuff throughout my house as like a little just way of being extra nerdy. I was kind of thinking of making these into like candy, like dispensers, little like candy Godzilla dispensers, or just like snack dispensers. You open up the Godzilla head, boom, there's some snacks inside. So that's why I got those. I think they're pretty cool. I got them for pretty cheap off eBay. I think it was $15 all around for both of them. And they actually had the majority of like the set, the actual like city setup. None of the actual miniature Godzilla figures that would come with them, but the little buildings and the little actual city setups. But it doesn't matter. I want to hollow them out to make them a little snack dispenser and or just, I don't know, maybe just a spot to hold some stuff. All right. Next on the list. This is a big one. Boom, this guy right here. Many of you out there saw that when I got this, I was doing Facebook Live videos of me slowly putting this guy together because it was a model kit. This is big thanks to, I'm going to go in order why I have to thank people for this one. David Dopko, one of my dear good friends I've known for so long, that I actually met through eBay of all places. I didn't meet him through social media. He sold me a figure on eBay, and we started talking, and then he told me, like, hey, are you on Facebook? And then we became friends. So we were just discussing one night how we were like, or I was discussing, saying, man, I really wish we had a accurate 1962 Kong figure to go with the many amazing Godzilla 1962 figures that we have. So he clued me in on the page, a Facebook page, where this thing was being made by, credit goes to the amazing sculptor for this, Beto, out in Mexico. Beto, I don't want to mispronounce your name, and I'm so sorry if I do, for sculpting and making and producing this kit. And huge shout out to Steve Saragioli. Again, my mistake if I mispronounce your names. So David, he clued me in on the page that this figure was being like made on, where you could order it, and I only learned about it within the last month, and this thing has been known about for a year. So again, this thing is incredible. The sculptor, Beto, he made the figure where it could actually have 2 different sets of arms. But there was not a way to interchange the arms. You had to decide either between these little short stumpy arms or the long arms. So I was like, man, I think it'd be really cool to be able to interchange them. So I went above and beyond and kind of custom did my own thing, where I put a PVC pipe through the figure itself, or the kit, so you can take the arms off and you can pop these other ones on, and same with the hands. I inserted a little aluminum rod into the hands, and they can also pop into place on and off of each arm. So there we go, there's one long arm, here's one short arm. I wanted to have the option because I thought it'd be cool. So I'm still working on it. I'm not done, obviously, because look, Kong doesn't even have a bottom jaw. He's not painted or anything. But I got some sculpting work to do on him, some putty work. Again, thank you, David, for cluing me in on the proper putty to get for this guy. So yeah, thanks to David, Beto, and Steve. All 3 of y'all contributed in me getting this amazing Kong kit. Now, next up on the list is... Oh, and I got this in late June, if I'm not keeping up with the dates when I get stuff. And the 2 little Trendmaster heads I got April 4th. So, July 5th, thanks to my awesome friend out in Japan. He has helped me achieve and get so many awesome figures that I can't do because I don't have a Yahoo Auctions Japan account, or I don't speak Japanese, can't read Japanese, don't understand Japanese. This guy right here, the Marmot Monster Heaven Megalon. He was able to help me get this guy off of Yahoo Japan, which is essentially eBay Japan. They don't have eBay in Japan, so they have Yahoo Auctions out there. And so he helped me get this. Megalon's one of my favorite enemies. I love the 70s movies. They're my favorite in the Godzilla genre, and especially the Showa, which the majority of this is Showa, as you can obviously see. I love Showa stuff, so that's the majority of what I collect. But Megalon, I love him. Let's get Kong out of the way for a second. The stylized colors that he's got on him, the sculpts are always very accurate with Marmot. Marmot does not disappoint. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they came up with a great catchphrase. Make mine Marmot. You know, like if you're going to order a drink at a bar, it's like, make mine a Jack Daniels, or make mine a Sam Adams. Like, make mine Marmot. So I thought that was kind of funny and cool. But yeah, thanks to JC out in Japan, JC Sagawa, you got me this awesome figure, and you always... You're fast, man. You're fast with the shipping and everything, and you're reasonable with payments and stuff. So thank you so much for that. Next on the list is, all right, longtime dealer and friend Mike Johnson. He was pretty much. I bought my very first X Plus figure through him. It was the X Plus 25 centimeter Godzilla 1973, same one as this little dude down here. I didn't skip him, did I? I did! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So, backtracking, after Kong, I actually got this little dude, another Power Baby figure, the Marmot Power Baby Godzilla 73, and he comes with the miniature Godzilla 73 holding a tree branch, because in the movie he actually did that. He had a tree branch and he whacked Megalon. These 2 were from, actually these 3 are from the same movie. For those of you, that are watching this that don't know that, but I'm sure all you out there that are watching this are Godzilla fans, or Samson West fans, whatever. But yeah, so they got the 73 Godzilla from Mike Johnson also, since I was bragging about him already. Mike Johnson sold this to me. He sold his, pretty much his whole Power Baby collection right before G-Fest. And, thank you so much for doing that, but I'm sorry you did that, because it's like, they're such great figures. But yeah, I got the original paint job version, like I've been talking about, and it's amazing. I love him. He's great. Now, fast forwarding to what we were actually talking about, this guy right here. X Plus 30 centimeter Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar has always been such just like a nostalgic and beloved figure of mine. I love Jet Jaguar from the movie Godzilla vs. Megalon. He's, it's very similar to Ultraman, of course. He's basically an Ultraman ripoff, but I never knew about that. I knew about Jet Jaguar before I ever knew about Ultraman. And who do I got behind me? Look at that. I got my little visitors. All right, come here, girl. I'll show you off on camera. Come here. Come here. Well, I can't get you. You're right behind me. My kitten's behind me that I just got for Christmas. Got 2 kittens for Christmas. All right, there she is. This is technically my mom's kitten. This is Penelope. She named her after the cat that gets chased around by Pepe Le Pew. The cat's name is Penelope, the pussycat. So we got Penelope, and this one is mine. This is Ellie. So we got Ellie and Penelope. Ellie is named after the female character from my favorite video game of all time, Dead Space 2. She's the female protagonist in the game. But anyway, enough about kittens. We want to talk about Godzilla. 30 centimeter Jet Jaguar, favorite movie. This figure is awesome. The detail on him is incredible. He actually, what I love about X Plus is that they make these things to look more like the suit instead of the monster. They actually add the little details, like little crinkles, the seam on the back of the suit and stuff like that. This one also came with interchangeable arms. I got the exclusive version of it. And also, it lights up. The eyes light up. Cool feature. I'm not going to really use it too often, but I think it's neat. So Mike Johnson, he had one of these for sale after it had already come out. I didn't pre-order it. I've been really bad about that this year, unfortunately. But as always, Mike was willing to help, and he did, and he sold me this guy. And going on to the next one on the list, still got to give Mike Johnson a shout out for the 25 centimeter X Plus Godzilla 1954. I can't believe I missed this. I had no idea that this thing had come out. Oh, and I also need to give a shout out to Rich Iso for helping me to get this figure in a way, because I didn't know that this figure was released. Well, until I started seeing pictures of it online. People posted their pictures like, check out my new toy. I was like, what the fuck? I missed it! So, and I missed the initial, like, pre-order release. Like, I didn't even see pictures of this thing online when they were showcasing, like, hey, check it out. This toy's coming out soon. Better pre-order it or you're a loser. And I'm that loser. But Rich Iso, he knew that I was wanting to get one of these because, I'm a 25 centimeter collector. I have pretty much every Godzilla figure that's been released in the 25 centimeter line. So how can I miss out on having the original Godzilla suit in my collection? He told me Mike Johnson was selling it. I was like, thank you. I contacted Mike. He sold it to me, and he was actually really cool to hold on to it for me for a little bit, which I sincerely thank you for doing that as well. And this is great. I love that it comes with the little Dr. Serizawa holding the oxygen destroyer. I always have to have the quote-unquote Rick version. I still don't really know what Rick means, capital R-I-C, Rick. But that's just the version. That's like the exclusive version of these figures. So I got the Rick one with the little Serizawa holding the oxygen destroyer. So Mike, Rich, thank you guys. Next up. Boom! Godzilla 1965. Also X Plus, also 25 centimeter scale. And again, got to thank my buddy JC Sagawa for helping me get this thing from Japan. He actually he pre-ordered it for me because I actually had the money at the time, and exchange rates were like cool and stuff. So I just decided to do that through him, since I was doing pretty much all my ordering through Japan through him. And I got the Rick version that comes with the little Planet X controller leader or henchman. Not sure if that's the leader or the henchman, but it is one of the dudes. It's the little Rick version, little guy right there. So big shout out to JC again. Dude, you're awesome. And you always send the coolest little extras. I forgot to mention that. You always send the coolest little authentic Japanese snacks. He'll always send me an authentic little Japanese snack of some sort, whether it be candy or what have you. And that's always just a pleasant surprise to me, and I think that's really cool that you do that. It just adds to the epicness that is box day. And I've already lost track. I haven't been keeping up with dates. I have them written down here, but I mean, y'all don't really care when I got it. I'm just going in order from when I got it. So next on the list, all right, this is to one of my good friends who I talk to quite a bit, Daniel Wickwire. Y'all might remember him. He used to do the videos on YouTube with the unboxing videos with his young son Vic. They used to do unboxing videos together, but now he is very into his KMR Live, Kaiju Movie Reviews, KMR Live. He plays video games live every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And I love watching him play his video games because it's so much fun. You get to talk to him interactively because he's doing it live, and it's great. But he decided he was selling his Kaiju collection, and he was selling it for pretty cheap, so I got these 4 Bandai figures from him. I hadn't bought Bandai in a long time, and the fact that I was like, I got some out there that I'm missing that you have that you're selling. Why not help you out, get you a little money, and help me out in return, and get some figures on my shelf. So I got Burning Godzilla. He's still tagged. That's pretty cool. And since Dan preserved him with his tag still on it, I'm gonna honor that and keep the tag on him. Got Godzilla 2014. Even though it's not a very loved Godzilla suit amongst some, I still think it's kind of cool that Bandai Movie Monster Series Japan made one, so it's cool to have. Gigan, I can't believe when I was a kid I got rid of my Bandai 6-inch Gigan. How dare me? I can't believe I did. I would go back in time and slap the shit out of my little self if I could. So irresponsible. That's my favorite monster, for God's sake. But included, boom, surprise figure I didn't know that I was going to get. The 6-inch original 1983 released Bandai Gomora. I think it's Gomora. I don't want to say Gamora because that's the awesome green chick from Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm going to say Gomora. And it still has its tag attached to it too. This is the vintage figure from 1983. How sick is that? It's my first ever Ultraman Kaiju figure. So I thought that was a great little present. Thank you, Dan, for throwing that in for free. That's so cool. All right, we only got 2 figures left, and I'm just going to go ahead and talk about them both at the same time because I got them very close together at the very end of the year. Both at the end of December of last year. Duh. It's these 2 right here. And both credits go to JC Sagawa. Yet again, JC, you got me these guys, gave me cool little candies and treats with them. I'm so thankful for that. But what's cool is that I got them in order, 1967, 1968. Both of them Marmot figures. That's pretty awesome. I love the Marmot line, as I was talking about with this Megalon guy right here. The 67 one here, though, he has a matte finish. He has a more screen-accurate look to him, which I think is pretty sick. And you can see on the bottom of the figure, the base color of the whole figure is this lightish blue color. And then they like spray painted him with like a grayish purple, and they give him like this kind of champagne color around the edges of each dorsal plate. And he looks just like perfectly doofy and ugly as all be it, just like he was in the movie. But the 68, this is a very important figure for the year of 2018, because I actually got this yesterday. I got this on December the 31st. So I got my last figure of the year on the last day of the year. The 1968 suit. Favorite suit, well, technically it's the 1972 suit, but it's the same suit, so whatever. But this thing looks sick, and I've seen pictures of this thing online all the time. And every time I've seen it, it's like, oh man, look at that. The whole thing's brown. That's unique. That's kind of cool. It's close to what his actual color is, the dark charcoal. But that's not true. This thing, his base color is actually a very light blue. See that under the tail and the feet? You have the under the feet and tail. It's light blue, but if you turn the figure around, you can see the light blueness in between the dorsal plates on the back and included on the top of the tail as well. So that's just another cool thing that Marmot does, where they stylize their figures without you even knowing it. I've seen pictures of that thing online all the time. My friend Mike Rousseau has it. He's a big Marmot guy as well. He has the figure. He says it's his favorite figure out of that representation that he has. Whew. Well, there we go, guys. That's a long video for y'all to hear me ramble about, but New Year's resolution was to start getting back into YouTube, making videos for you guys again. It's been a long time since I've done it. I feel very bad about that, but I do want to dive back in and do this for my fans and for me, because, you know, I had a lot of fun making videos, and I don't know why I ever stopped. I guess, I had computer problems, that's why. But I don't have that anymore. Here we go. So, boom, year in review, whatever you want to call it. Here is my entire collection of figures that I got for the year 2018. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't really have anything else to say. I actually need to tend to my kittens because they're going insane over there. But yeah, all right. Well, I guess that's it for now. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for watching, and sayonara.